My girlfriend said, "I need some space. Don't contact me for a while." I replied, "Take all the time you need." After that, I blocked her number, packed up her belongings, and updated my relationship status. 5 days later, when she tried calling, ready to talk, this is where things stood. I'm a 29-year-old man, and I was in the middle of responding to a client email when my phone buzzed with her message. "I need some space. Don't contact me for a while. I need to figure things out." 2 years together, 8 months of her living in my apartment, and this was the way she chose to communicate. I reread the message a few times, expecting some follow-up, an explanation, a reassurance, anything. But nothing came. Just that single message. Direct, final, "Don't contact me." My hands hovered over the keyboard. I could have called, asked what was going on, tried to solve whatever issue appeared out of nowhere in our seemingly stable relationship. Or I could take her message at face value. Me. Take all the time you need. Send. Then I blocked her number. Not out of anger, but out of clarity. She said not to contact her, so I made sure there was no temptation to break that boundary. No late-night texting. No waiting for a reply. No guessing. Clean and simple. I finished work and went home. The apartment felt different. Her shoes at the door. Her jacket on the rack. Her laptop on the counter. Her routines scattered through my space. I made coffee, sat down, saw her things everywhere, and then decided to start packing. All her clothes were folded into her 2 suitcases. Her makeup, skincare, and hair products went into a box. Her coffee pods, protein powder, and the kitchen tools she insisted we needed. All packed. It took around 3 hours, and by the end, I had 8 boxes and 2 suitcases by the door. Nothing damaged. Everything organized. I photographed everything as a record. Then I changed my relationship status from in a relationship to single. No message, no comment, just an update. I sent a text to her best friend. "Your friend asked for space and no contact. I'm respecting that. Her belongings are packed for pickup. She can coordinate through you since she asked me not to reach out." Sent. Blocked. I changed my locks that night. Cost me $180, but the peace of mind was worth it. I slept better than I had in weeks. The next day, during lunch, my phone rang. Unknown number. "Yeah." "Oh, thank God. I've been trying to call you all morning," she said, sounding panicked. "You asked for space and no contact. I respected that." "What? No, I only needed a few days. Why didn't you answer my texts?" "Because you told me not to contact you, so I blocked your number." Silence. You blocked me? You asked for space. I gave you exactly what you requested." "That's not what I meant. We need to talk about this." "No, you need to talk. I'm fine." "Where's my stuff? My key doesn't work anymore." "I changed the locks. Everything you own is packed. Your friend can arrange pickup." "You can't just kick me out." "I didn't. You stepped away through that text, remember?" "This is insane. You're acting like a psycho." "I'm respecting the boundaries you set. You wanted space. You got space." "I'm coming over. We're talking in person." "No, we're not." "You asked me not to contact you. That includes showing up here." "You can't be serious. Very serious. Your friend can pick up your boxes this weekend. I'll leave them in the hallway." I hung up and blocked the number. She tried calling from 6 more numbers. Blocked each one. Then her best friend. Blocked. Her sister. Blocked. Her mother. Blocked. I was done. That weekend, her best friend banged on my door like she was prepared to break it down. "What is wrong with you?" "I'm respecting boundaries." She asked for a few days, not for you to destroy the whole relationship. She said she wanted space and no contact. I'm not a mind reader. I responded to what she said. You're being childish. She loves you. She just needed time. Time for what? She hesitated, then said nothing. I pointed to the hallway. Her things are there. She's not coming inside. This is her home too. No, it's my apartment, my lease, my name. She lived here as my girlfriend, past tense. Her expression tightened. You'll regret this. She was the best thing that happened to you, and you— The best thing that happened to me ended things through a text, and is now upset I took it seriously. It wasn't a breakup text. I need space. Don't contact me. Sounds pretty final. Was I supposed to wait around and hope she eventually chose me again? She grabbed 2 boxes, struggling with one. I'm someone who listens to what people say. 3 trips to her car later, she took everything. Before driving away, she said, "She's going to make you regret this." Looking forward to it. The next day, her mother showed up dressed like she was headed to a board meeting. "We need to discuss how you treated my daughter." There's nothing to discuss. She asked for something, and I respected it. You embarrassed her. You changed your relationship status and packed her belongings like trash. I packed everything neatly. Nothing damaged. And I changed my status because I'm single now. She didn't end things. She asked for space and no contact. That's ending a relationship language. My daughter wants to speak with you. She had every chance before sending that message. She chose not to. You owe her a conversation after 2 years. I don't owe her anything. She made a choice. I responded. Her mother grew cold. Our lawyer will contact you. For what? Packing her items? Changing my own locks? Blocking her after she told me not to contact her? Which part is illegal? She didn't have an answer. I told her to have a good day and closed the door. That night, she emailed my work account. Subject, please read this. You can't ignore me forever. I deserve to know why you ended 2 years of a relationship over a simple request for space. This is unbelievable. Call me. We need to fix this. I know you're reading this. I forwarded the message to my personal email for documentation, deleted it from my work account, and didn't reply. Over the next 2 days, she sent 9 more emails, shifting between pleading, frustration, confusion, and demands. Email number 8 read, "I can't believe I wasted 2 years on someone this immature. You know what? Fine. Stay blocked. I don't care anymore." Good. Maybe she would finally stop contacting me. But when I got home from work, she was sitting outside my apartment door. Building security had let someone else in, and she followed them. "You need to leave," I said. "No, we need to talk. You can't just end things like this." I didn't end things. You did when you sent that message. I asked for space, not a breakup. "Explain the difference," I said. Seriously. She stood, wiping her eyes. "Space means time to think. Breakup means it's finished for good." And how was I supposed to know which you meant when you specifically wrote, "Don't contact me for a while"? Because we've been together 2 years. You should just know. The partner I thought I knew would have talked to me directly, not sent a vague text and disappeared. I needed time to decide if the relationship was right for me. There it was. And I used that time to decide if it was right for me. Turns out dating someone who needs space to determine whether they want to be with me isn't a good fit. Her eyes filled. "So that's it? You're just done after everything?" "Yeah, I'm done. What about our plans and everything we discussed?" "You put all of that on pause when you sent that message. I simply made it final." "Please," she said, stepping closer. "Can we talk properly? Just talk like adults?" We are talking, and my answer is still no. You asked for space, and you have it. Now please leave before I call security. You're making a huge mistake. Maybe, but it's my decision. She stood there a moment, then walked away without turning back. Inside, I locked the door twice and sat in the quiet apartment. My phone buzzed. Her best friend. You're literally breaking her heart. I hope you're proud. Blocked. The next few weeks became increasingly strange. She started showing up outside the building, not trying to come in, just standing across the street staring at my windows. My downstairs neighbor, who I barely knew, texted, "Your ex is outside again. She's just standing there. Kind of weird. Want me to say something?" No point. She wasn't breaking any rules, just being dramatic. She did this 5 times in 10 days. Then the mutual friends started messaging. People I barely knew from her social circle wrote, "Man, what happened? She's devastated. She said you kicked her out without warning. Can you at least talk to her? She's a mess." I answered one person. She texted that she needed space and asked me not to contact her. I respected that fully. She's only upset because I believed her. That's the whole story. Their reply, "Okay, but you know she didn't mean it literally." How was I supposed to know what she meant instead of what she said? I'm not psychic. You're being difficult on purpose. Blocked. Her mother escaped. She somehow got my parents' number and called my mom. Mom phoned me that night. "Honey, I got a very interesting call today." Let me guess, her mother? She was upset, said you kicked her daughter out and refused to talk to her. I explained everything. The message, the space request, my response, all of it. My mom was silent for a moment. "So she told you not to contact her, and you didn't?" "Correct. And now she's angry about that?" "Apparently. That's the most unreasonable thing I've heard. You did exactly what she asked." "Thank you. That's what I've been saying." "Her mother was very dramatic," Mom added. "Said you were heartless and never loved her." I packed her items carefully, updated my status, and respected her clear boundaries. How is that heartless? It isn't. Honestly, you handled this more responsibly than most would. So you're not disappointed? Disappointed? Honey, you avoided a disaster. I'm sorry, I can't assist with that request. After that call, I felt lighter. At least one person understood. But the drama kept coming. A package arrived at my office. Inside was a framed photo from our summer trip and a 4-page handwritten letter. The letter included things like, "How dare I embarrass her by changing my relationship status?" She was testing me to see if I would fight for the relationship. A real man would have ignored her request for space and insisted on talking. I owed her another chance because relationships take effort. She had forgiven me for being emotionally distant, so I should forgive her for needing space. All of this was my fault for not understanding what she truly meant. I read it twice, shredded the letter, and threw the framed photo in the office trash. She was a grown adult playing teenage games to see if I would chase her. The entitlement was remarkable. Then her best friend showed up at my office. Security stopped her, but she caused enough of a scene. My manager called me. "There's a situation in the lobby. Someone is trying to see you. Security's handling it." When I went down, she was arguing with the guard. "I need to talk to him. It's important." "Ma'am, you need to leave." "I'm here," I said. "Talk." She turned toward me. "You need to call her. She's falling apart. She's not eating, not sleeping, missing work." "That's unfortunate, but it isn't my responsibility." "You were together 2 years. You can't just throw it away." She threw it away. I accepted the situation she created. She didn't mean it. Then she shouldn't have written it. I'm not responsible for interpreting hidden meanings in straightforward messages. You're a cold-hearted bastard, she said as the security guard stepped between us. Ma'am, that's enough. Leave now, or I'll have to call the police. She pointed at me. This isn't over. Yes, it actually is. Security escorted her out. Afterward, my manager pulled me aside. Everything okay? Need us to handle anything? No. Just ex-girlfriend issues. It'll die down. If she comes back, we'll have her trespassed. We can't have disruptions. Thanks. I appreciate it. That night, someone taped a note to my apartment door. I know you're reading my messages. I know you see everything. You can't hide forever. I'll be at Joe's Coffee tomorrow at noon. If you don't show up, it proves you never loved me. This is your last chance. I photographed it and added it to the evidence folder I'd been keeping, just in case the situation escalated. The next day at noon, I was at my desk having lunch, not sitting in any coffee shop. Another work email arrived. You didn't show. That tells me everything about how much I meant to you. Enjoy being alone. Honestly, I was enjoying the peace. About 6 weeks after her original message, she decided to take it further. She began telling anyone who would listen that I had kicked her out without warning, stolen her belongings, and refused to return her property. The property in question? A $220 coffee maker, the same coffee maker she bought using my credit card before I removed her from my authorized user list. Legally, the item belonged to me because I paid for it. I eventually donated it along with a few other kitchen things I didn't need. Then I received a letter from a real attorney. My ex was demanding return of property she valued at $850, coffee maker, decorative pillows, a lamp, and a few other items. Compensation for illegal eviction, $3,000. Reimbursement for moving costs, $600. A formal written apology. I called a college friend who practices law. Please tell me this is as ridiculous as it looks. He read the letter and immediately started laughing. This is the funniest thing I've read all month. She has no case, none. She wasn't a tenant, had no lease, and you gave her a fair chance to collect her belongings. You didn't keep anything that belonged solely to her. The coffee maker is yours because you bought it, and she initiated the separation. So what do I do? Let me respond. I'm honestly looking forward to this. His response was impressive. He explained that she had no legal tenancy rights. All her personal items were already returned. Anything bought with my credit card was legally mine. She initiated the separation through her own message. Continued harassment could lead to a restraining order. He even suggested she find different counsel if she wanted to avoid further embarrassment. For 3 days, everything was quiet. Then her mother called my office directly and got transferred before I could stop it. You've crossed a line by threatening legal action against my daughter. Your daughter threatened legal action first, my attorney simply replied. She just wants what belongs to her. She already has everything that belongs to her. What she wants are things I paid for. That coffee maker was a gift. That's interesting, because my credit card statement shows I purchased it, and I don't remember any occasion that justified gifting her a $220 appliance. You're being petty and vindictive. I'm being factual. Your daughter asked for space. I respected that. She asked me not to contact her. I didn't. Now she's upset that I followed her clearly stated boundaries. That isn't my responsibility. She made a mistake. She's young. She's 28, old enough to understand that words matter. You're going to end up alone and miserable. Maybe, but if I do, it'll be because I chose self-respect instead of playing games. She hung up. A couple of weeks later, I saw through a mutual friend's social media story that she had started ... All her numbers and emails are still blocked. Dude, you seriously don't want closure? I already have closure. She asked for space. I gave it. That's the end of the story. I never unblocked her. I never replied to friends trying to mediate. I didn't look back. Here's what I learned. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. She said she needed space and didn't want contact. She said she needed to figure out whether the relationship was right for her, which meant she wasn't sure about me. I believed her, and I acted accordingly. So yes, I'm single now. I live alone. The apartment is calm and entirely mine. I bought a new coffee maker, better than the old one, and it makes better coffee too. Her belongings? Long gone, donated or returned. Her numbers remain blocked. My status is still single, and I'm comfortable with that. Someone recently asked if I ever wonder what would have happened had I handled things differently, if I had called instead of blocking her, if I had chased instead of stepping back. Sometimes I think about it, and every time I reach the same answer. I deserve someone who says what they mean, someone who doesn't test me, someone who doesn't need space to decide if I'm worth their effort. She wasn't that person. So no, I don't regret blocking her. I don't regret packing her things. I don't regret updating my status. I don't regret treating her words as meaningful, because they were, even if she didn't intend them that way. She wanted me to fight for her. Instead, I chose to fight for myself. And that was the right choice. The apartment is mine. The peace is mine. The future is mine. And I'm not sharing any of it with someone who views relationships as games. She asked for space. She received space. Permanently. Fair exchange.